Good morning, Gators. I'm Mr. Tim. I'll be your teacher this year. When you come to conferences, you can pull up to the front of Southgate. This is what you typically see, and this is where you typically go in. But when you come to conferences and you come to see me, I want you to use door 14. And that's the door behind me. There's no sidewalk there, but you can certainly walk across the grass. Once you get to door 14, make sure you look at the sign on the door. It's a reminder to put your mask on. So go ahead and put your mask on before you come inside. This is what you'll see when you walk in. You're going to walk down the hall until you can take a left. But before you do that, you'll notice your lockers on the right. Your lockers are the ones that have the gators on them. They'll either have a purple or a green gator. So it's the second set of lockers when you walk in. If you don't see yours in the first set, you might have to keep walking, and I got just a few over there. But like I said, you come in, you turn left. In my room, if you look out top here, it says Mr. Tim, and it'll be the first room on your left. Now that we're in my classroom, I want to go over some things that I would typically go over at conferences, but because I want to save some time, I'm going to explain them to you in this video. Plus, if you forget, now you can go back and watch it again. So this is what our agenda looks like this year. And I ask students to do two things in the agenda every night. First of all, I ask that the students will record their minutes on this page here. It's the calendar. This one is for August. So this is August's calendar. So if you read in August, you just write the number of minutes you read on each day. I ask you read 400 minutes a month, and that's 20 minutes a night, Monday through Friday. Or you could pick 4 days and read 25 minutes, or you could do 50 minutes a day on the weekends. But the goal is to get to 400 minutes every month. And if you do that, we do have a reward. I ask that the parents initial the reading minutes at least once a week. You don't have to do it every night, but once a week, just to encourage your kids and make sure they're keeping up, and also so that I know that they are valid entries. Also on this page, at the end of every day, I will have homework written on the board, and it'll actually be written right there. And they just copy exactly what is on the board. Even if they're done with it, I ask them to copy it into their agendas. You'll know that it's correct if you see my initials right here. Now, if you want to write a note to me, feel free to do so right here. And I will look at this every day, but I typically look at this at the end of the day unless students bring it up to me and show me earlier. Otherwise, you are always welcome to call or email me as well. Again, my hope here is to answer some of your questions, and I know a lot of people have questions about the schedule this year and what sort of things we're doing to keep kids safe. First and foremost, we're going to be wearing these every time we're in the classroom. The reason I'm not wearing it now is because the door is closed and I am by myself. The students will stay in the classroom most of the time throughout the day. The only times they will be leaving the classroom is if we go outside. I may be doing some teaching outside. Fayed will be outside. Music will be outside a lot of the time. And the art teacher will actually come in here to teach art. We will also have a lunch supervisor come into the classroom to supervise lunch, and we will go to the cafeteria one day a week. And when we do that, we will be the only class in the cafeteria. This year, the drinking fountains, the part that spits the water up, will be turned off, but we'll give every kid a water bottle. And then they'll be able to fill it up either in the classroom or at the drinking fountain stations. We do ask that these get washed once a week, so just look for that occasionally and make sure you send it back. Couple other odds and ends. There will be no visitors this year, so in the past we've had a lot of parents come in and eat lunch with their kids or other things. We're not going to be doing that. If you have birthdays and you want to celebrate your birthday during the school year, you're welcome to bring in a treat. Your student is welcome to bring in a treat, I should say. And I will pass that out. We will be going out for recess as a class. I will be going out with you, so that should be kind of fun. I get to play with you, and we did order a bunch of new balls and frisbees and things of that nature, so recess should be pretty fun. And the goal is to just keep you interacting with your classmates. So if you have friends in other classes, you might get to see them, you might get to wave to them once in a while, but you're probably not going to get to see them as much as you have in the past. You won't get to see them at lunch every day. You won't get to see them at recess. You're only going to see the kids in my class. I'm sure I'm forgetting a lot of things, so if you have any questions, please bring them with to conferences, and I hope to see you on Monday or Tuesday. I also hope this is the last video I have to make so we can stay in person all year.